Welcome back to the morning show here on the Arise News channel.
Our guest on today's show is the former chairman, Lagos State Chapter of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. He was among the few active, experienced, and highly cerebral lawmakers who represented Nigeria in drafting world mining policies in Canada in 2002. He has given back to the society through his various empowerment programs for both adults and youths, with over 10,000 youths benefiting from the Computer Vocational Center he established in Mushin, Lagos. Here to discuss the 2019 elections and his defection to the All Progressive Party is Honorable Moshood Salvador. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the morning show.
Welcome to the morning show.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for joining us.
I won't beat about the bush.
Yeah.
You've been in the news lately.
That's right.
Right? First, in relation to a murder case involving the PDP chairman, state chairman in Apapa local government. And you were arrested and all of that, and the director of public prosecution freed you. And then, of course, you then subsequently, after that, defected from the APC to, from PDP to APC. Your critics are saying that in your case, you are defecting because you want to escape justice.
No. That should be for those that don't respect the law. Because justice has finished their work. I've been discharged before deciding to go to PDP, to APC. The process of the judicial process can only be faulted by those that are not Democrats. By those that believe in democratic dictatorship, that believe in, that doesn't have respect for law and others. If not, the court of competent jurisdiction, the authority cannot say this, and an individual we think is too much for that and be criticizing that. It was after the decision of the judicial authority, I decided that no, I cannot stay with this set of people again. Because if someone can try to tarnish the name that has been built, protected in Lagos for over 200, 300 years by my family, by trying to put you or package a dangerous charges for you, then you have to run away. They can kill you if you are met in the dark.
Well, I mean, the reason I asked that question is that the advice for the dismissal of the case came from the Department of Public Prosecutions under an APC government. And, you know, the argument is that maybe you negotiated with the APC people to let you off the hook and that you will join them.
That is for the mentality of Nigerian, the way you do your politics. I am not that type of people that jump from one party to others. I am not that type of personality that gallivant from one political party to another. If not, PDP, I met PDP in Lagos with less than 20,000 membership. And I did some digital mobilization system that increased the membership to over 500,000. I know they had the problem and I stayed with them. It is the personality, the type of leadership we have in PDP that I am running away from.
Reports say that you have issues
the personalities you're talking about. You complained, one, that the leadership of the party in Abuja ignored you in the course of your travels. And that, two, you can no longer work with Chief Olabode George.
Period.
What is the problem?
Thank you. I cannot tell you more about Chief Olabode George. You should know better.
No, I don't know him that.
Thank you very much, because you were in the government of Jonathan. When they kept deceiving Jonathan until he lost everything. Collect money from Abuja, lied to them in Lagos. All the money to be used for election, they would share it. I never took one kobo. I kept advising and directing them, telling them what they were doing. It was not even good. There was a case of $630,000 meant for election. He reported only $30,000 and kept $600,000.
He can accuse you of defamation.
Let me tell you this. If we continue with that, we cannot have good leadership in Yoruba land again. if that is the type of leadership we want to be following. And they will never believe younger ones have anything upstairs. And I don't know what they are sending them to university to study. Every time they do wrong thing, they don't want you to say what they are doing is wrong. Once you say it is wrong, then you are not loyal.
But they say you are not a team player. And the PDP Lagos issued a statement saying, good riddance.
Can they tell me how many of them? They count the number of leadership. Anybody you can call a leader in Lagos State. I'm on air now. None of them put 10 kobo in the running of the party. I put my money in the running of that party in the past 8 years. Ask them.
But you say you built the party to the size of about 500,000 members.
That's right.
Yes.
But you are going to declare, and you say, you know, you are living with 15,000. 15,000 out of 500,000.
15,000 members that signed. I brought the people that signed. You can't expect everybody to come and sign. There are people that are crying for my living. I have to appeal to them. Please, don't worry. There's no way. It is only living man that can be a politician. If he's dead, he's dead. Don't beg me or appeal to me to stay. That is how you begged for Funshaw Williams till he was killed. That is how Yoruba people say we were supporting MKO until they made him to commit an offense that got his life. That is, just leave me with my decision. I could decide to walk away and say, I am no more doing politics. I have my business, successful business. I have everything I need to. My children are losing the time I need to give them. The party is sharing it. The money for them, the party is taking it. If I decide to walk away, so be it.
So are you walking away with more than 15,000?
Wait, let me land. If I decide to walk away, it will be selfish of me because I will abandon those that love me, my supporters. And that is why I have to take them to another party. That is the reason.
Well, you boasted that your exit from the PDP Lagos will result in the death of PDP in Lagos. Are you very sure about that?
You mentioned the word boasted. By the time it happens, you will know that it's not.
It's not a
boast.
boast. So that's definitely.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I've been committing my money to this party without gaining anything. You were in government of Jonathan. We were working hard from morning till night. Have you ever had me in any appointment? Have you ever? And I kept funding, putting my money in it.
But you keep saying you've not gained anything. I mean, in your statement, when you defected, you say, oh, you've been working for the PDP in vain. So you make it seem like politics is an economic transaction. Okay. That you must invest money and you must get returns.
You stop deceiving yourself. It's only this deceit that kills the society.
Okay.
How can you invest money and you don't expect anything? Tell me. Stop deceiving yourself. People criticize your coming in as the press something for Jonathan, saying you did not participate, you did not. But when you got there and you are doing fantastic job for him, they kept quiet. Are you telling me throughout your service there, you did not make money?
You have proof?
I'm asking you questions.
No,
you are the one to tell me no.
Do you have proof? Do you have proof?
Are you telling me you did not make money?
No, it's not a privilege.
Just tell me.
I can sue for life.
Sue me for questioning, for asking you a question. It's only when you answer the question that
no, I can sue you for insinuation.
I'm only asking you a question. If you go to court, you will fail.
No, I'm not the one on the hot seat. You are the one on the hot seat. Now, you used to be in the PDP. Now you've gone to the APC. At the time, everybody is saying the APC is not doing well.
Yes.
On the issue of security, on the issue of economy, on the issue of the war against corruption. Can you just say that, okay, apart from personal reasons, you think APC government is doing better than the PDP government at all levels?
It's not a matter of doing better.
Okay.
I need to correct some impressions. Politics is all about people. When you have two dominant political parties, it is the level of the society that determines that attitude of changing from one party to other. You go to United States, hardly can you see people crossing from Democrat to the other party because they are doing fine. They are doing what they expect. If you see my movement from PDP to APC, doesn't mean that APC is perfect, but I can be able to contribute what I've been criticizing. I can be able to contribute solution to it. It is all about people so that people can benefit more from APC.
If tomorrow the PDP leadership at the national level were to come to you and there are moves to reconcile you and Chief Olabode George, will you go back to the PDP?
Go and ask about Moshood Salvador very well. I don't do my thing in my life like that. I make my decision, and they know me. They've stopped bothering me now. Because they cannot, do you know how many people called? Uche Secondus called that very day it was because of their pressure that I have to go straight and declare that I am no more for you. Just leave me. All the state chairmen, ask any of the state chairmen in this country, in PDP, ask anyone I tell, whether he has ever called the national chairman and he pick his call. He will never pick your call.
So what do you
he will never respond.
What do you expect to gain from the APC?
My own contribution of what I've been criticizing them on.
So you want to restructure?
Restructure?
Yes. You want to go back there to tell them what to do better?
To advise on what they can do to better the party. Okay. That's all.
That's your idea of going back.
Anyway, Nigerian politics is so messy, and it's getting messier as we move towards 2019. What are those things that you think the professional political class can do to correct the situation and, so that we can have successful elections in 2019?
No, they just have to be patient and love their people. They just have to, you see, the way the favoritism, godfatherism has become the order of the day in electing their representatives. At the primary level, you cannot say you want to put up a standard primary method that people can accept any result that comes out of it. The issue of godfatherism, favoritism, the issue of somebody saying he's not loyal to me, not loyal to the party. When somebody will be saying, no, that guy is not loyal to me, they will never be thinking of him being loyal to the party. They will be talking of their personal something. It is only when they can remove all those and think about the people, that's the only time you can get the best out of politics in Nigeria.
What's your view on vote buying? Nigerian politics is so monetized, and we keep having this issue.
It's sad.
Vote buying.
It's so sad. It's so sad. I don't want to talk about the method of vote buying. It's on different type of method. How long has vote buying been going on? Were you not part of vote buying before?
No, I was not part of vote buying.
I will accuse you are.
Why are you accusing me? I'm not a
because you were in that.
I'm not a politician.
Listen.
No, I'm not a politician.
I was in Lagos here. You sent bundle, cartons of.
Who did?
You were in that government.
So,
you were the advisor to Jonathan.
No, I was a
you are part of professional.
No, I was a professional
indeed.
And I can tell you, I didn't make money.
Otherwise,
I would be on this chair every morning.
It's coming back to the issue of making money making.
No, you know what professional...
You put me on hot chair, I'll put you on hotter chair.
You know what professional politicians do?
Yes.
They move from one party to the other. They look for positions. I have a career, I have a job. That's why I'm here.
I have a career, I have a job too. That's why you cannot see me. That's why I can talk with the way I am talking. I am known for that in politics.
You still have to answer my question.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It is gradual growth of messy attitude. I could remember 2015 election when they sent some cards. We put it in the ATM, I think from UBA or Zenith Bank. You put it in the ATM, it gives you 5,000 now.
Which party did that?
Your party, sir.
No, I'm not a politician. I
Then
keep telling
you are not a politician, then, but
No.
you are working for that
No, I'm
political
not a
party.
politician.
Thank you very much.
I was doing a professional job.
So when it now comes to the issue of physical purchase of vote, Nigeria need to do something to this. It is not. It is all these two major political parties. They are the ones that control the economy of the nation. And they are the ones that are, I mean, APC and PDP. They are both to be accused of this. Because they showed me picture of APC candidates holding money at, I saw the picture. They showed the same thing of that of PDP candidate doing this. And look at what happened in Ekiti. What happened in Ekiti? It's so sad. It now becomes vote will be for the highest bidder. This is terrible. The electorate has to be properly educated. We know we are all poor. Then we should remember that we should not pray for our children to be poor. Therefore, it is the only way we can avoid that for our children is to work towards having good governance.
But isn't it sad that in Ekiti, I mean, there were about 30,000 policemen who were deployed, and they were at the various polling stations. You also had the civil defense. You had other categories of security agents.
Okay.
And the vote buying was being done openly. They didn't do anything about it.
Ruben, are they not Nigerians? Are they not also poor? If you can answer that question, therefore, uniform is not what we are talking about, but the material in it.
So you think that in 2019, there's nothing we can do? Only the highest bidders will win?
2019 is not, is just around the corner. As long as 2019, we can still count some days before it comes, there are a lot we can do. If we can change the mind of our electorate, if we can educate them very well. It is orientation. It is orientation.
We had Jumoke Okoya-Thomas yesterday as our guest to talk about women in politics. And we looked at the challenges that women face. How do you think we can increase women participation in Nigerian politics?
You increase women participation. You see, when you talk about this, it's part of what we did at my MSc level. Look, we don't talk about effect of women participation without going back into your culture. You just have to know how to change that, not to look at women like second fiddle in any society anymore. To give them that natural confidence to come out. Nobody is stopping women from coming out to contest. Even in PDP, the form is free. You understand? That is part of encouragement. Yet, sit down then and ask yourself, what is drawing them back? It boils down to social. If you study sociology, you know that it is part of a social problem that is drawing them back. Stop looking at women as second fiddle. They are the people women are the people I respect most in my organization these days because they do their work as it is to the best of their capability. That's all.
But some people say women are cantankerous and they find it difficult to cooperate.
They find it
difficult to work together. Only recently, Jumoke Okoya and Kemi Nelson. No, I give you an example. Kemi Nelson and Jumoke Okoya, their supporters, they had a clash recently. There was bloodletting. And, some people said, this is what we say about women in politics.
You see, naturally, I will still go back to our society. It is a natural thing for women to envy each other. Because they were born into a society where a man has 2, 3, 4, 5 wives, and the children are looking at the way my mother and stepmother, the way they are acting to each other. It is that type of relationship they grow up they grow up to see till they get to, and you know what happened in psychology between the age of 7 and 11. It is what you put in that brain at that particular period sticks to it. And that affects the society so much because that is what they see. They believe it is normal for women to envy to each other.
Does that hypothesis also apply to men?
Not at all.
Really?
Not at all.
Men don't envy each other?
Not at all, I'm telling you that.
Really?
Well, I don't think that's the grassroots. I don't think it's the envy part that is the grassroots of the problem for women being in politics. I think they're under a lot of disadvantage, especially with their men, stopping them from going into
Men are not
politics.
stopping anybody. Don't say that. I will never agree with that. I'm a man,
Yeah.
and I was giving from free to women to contest election.
Yeah.
Then what else do you expect me to do?
Who is your favorite presidential candidate for 2019? Who are you likely to vote for?
Until they start to campaign, I am not voting for personality. I want to vote for what you want to do for us.
Well, at the moment, we have President Buhari against 13 persons who have expressed interest in the PDP. And then just yesterday, a group called PACT, they've chosen Fela Durotoye as their consensus candidate. And then you have so many other persons in smaller parties. When you look at the field, generally, how will you rate those who have expressed interest? Particularly the PDP where you just left.
Right.
You've not spent 2 weeks out of PDP, so I'm sure you know the terrain very well.
Exactly. For me to talk about an individual at this present, it is too early for me to do that, I'm telling you this. Because you cannot confidently tell me that nobody will come out from APC too. Not at this present moment.
Okay,
No,
so
you cannot
we've
still
been
tell me
asking
that.
a lot of politicians this question. What do you make of the Buhari administration so far?
Yes, there are so many shortcomings from that administration, and that is one of the reasons why I have to join them. If I am not allowed to develop a method of getting somebody better. So my own is to get there and advise on what we can do to get a better thing for
Can you identify those shortcomings?
It's general. People talk about economy. We are getting poorer and poorer every day, and we can give them some advice, an idea on how we can improve that, how we can give better cares to our people.
Share with us some of those advice, please. In terms of the economy, how can we better our economy?
Okay, thank you very much. Remember during the Jonathan administration,
Yes.
Nigeria was the best economy in Africa at a particular time. What did we do to get there?
Okay.
We go back to that and ask them, forget about politics. Let us go to issues.
Okay.
So we sit down, we look at all those things so that we can add it to it. Stop criticizing a political party because of its name. Criticize a political party because of its shortcomings.
The Buhari
So that
administration is saying that all the problems we have were caused by the Jonathan administration.
That
Do
is
you
what
think they
I'm
will take any
advising you
advice?
to stop. That's what I'm advising them to stop. Stop criticizing a political party. Talk about issue. So that is what we are getting. That is what I will be there to advise. Let us improve on everything. People say, let's ignore it. Don't let's attach it to a political party. Let's make it an issue. For example, in Lagos, I have it as something so important. Lagos make a lot of money. I can tell you it is not impossible to make life easier for people in Lagos, not only with infrastructure alone, but even with food.
What's your long-term ambition as a politician?
Well, ordinarily, I always love to see, I love helping people. I love feeding people. All my income, I have a program, they call the Ramadan period that I will, the last Ramadan, if I show you the video, more than 5,000 people will come, collect that big bag where you have clothes, food, everything. That is just my life. That is what I gained from my father. And that is what he taught me, that you just have to put yourself in the mind of the people. I just love doing that. As much as I have resources to do it, I will continue, not to have any ambition in politics to become anything again, but to be helping people.
But if you are offered a political appointment,
will
you take it?
If I will be useful in such political appointment, I'll take it.
And that would be a good game.
If you call it a game, let me tell you, no, it's not joke. Let me explain it to you. There are tangible and intangible gain.
Okay.
You understand? What I am particular about is profile. As long as that will bring my profile up, that's a gain.
Well, I think we've had a very good
Yes,
time
we
with
have.
you.
We have. Thank you so
And
much
I like
for
your
joining
passion
us.
and all of that.
You're welcome.
I'm sure we'll bring you back again if
Thank
there
you.
are
Call me
questions
anytime.
from the public.
Call me anytime.
And if some of the people you have attacked, if they want a right of reply,
Yes, I'll be
we'll
here.
also give them the opportunity
The policy
to come
of
here
my
and
life
say their
is
bit.
I will never lie. Have it on record. I'm on air.
Well.
Anybody that can tell me that, you lied to me 2002, you lied to me, let them come.
All right, sir.
I have that confidence.
Well,
right,
thank
sir.
you very much, Honorable
welcome.
Salvador. It's
You're
been a
welcome.
great pleasure having you on the morning show.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll take a short break now. When we return, we'll have Arise News analyst Emmanuel Afeni join us with a review of some of the headlines on today's newspapers. Stay with us.